Devine in the Battle of the Monster Trucks here at Anaheim Stadium in Anaheim, California, as the U.S. Hobbit Association's Camel-Blooded Monster Series continues. Jerry Devine, this is going to be wild. We've got Bigfoot left in this program and three relative unknowns trying to shoot him down.
That's right. He is the top gun, but on any given race day, even the underdog can shoot down that big guy.
I'll tell you what, this should be a war. With this much at stake in the Camel World Championship Series, the Bigfoot team's got to be feeling the pressure.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Bigfoot with Andy Bret, and he's going to be going against Dale Boucher and the AMPM Rocket.
We've seen Andy Bret run the quickest runs of the day, but here's the kid that just will not say die. Dale Boucher has shown guts. Tremendous launch for Andy Bret. Beautiful landing, a little bit sideways in Boucher, but the first time they've had problems.
Could be close. Andy Bret puts the pedal down.
And still cleared every one of those cars. Look at Boucher, almost a nosedive as he takes a wild dance. Andy Bret, for the second time in a row, clears every one of the cars to the finish line. Look at the starting line launch. Look at the elapsed time, 11.22. Man, that's 2 seconds quicker than anybody has gone today. A sideways landing to boot. And then look at this landing here.
He completely clears the car, brings it down very hard, though.
That new racer is awesome. So Bigfoot goes to the final. Now, it's the young rookie, Rob Morris, the Fort Worth, Texas driver of the four-wheel Crazy Ford. And look who's back in the show. Alan Bezos, still with engine problems, got into the semis as the quickest loser from the previous round.
All right, here we go. Both machines on their way. Up, and over for Alan Bezos.
And indeed, the Rob Morris-driven Ford. The engine problems for Bezos. The Rob Morris-driven Ford looks like he's got it. But look at Alan Bezos. You got to give this kid credit. He has survived problem after problem after problem with a wild bout to come into a semi-final round finish. That kid has done a great job.
Four-wheel Crazy doing a great job with 13.42 seconds.
That's for sure. That's the quickest run he's made all day long. He's ready for Bigfoot in the final. That means it will be Bigfoot, the killer, against a kid with a brand new truck and a brand new ride at his first event ever. As Alan Bezos bounces off into the sunset, we look like we may have problems. There's Bob Chandler in the black hat, the owner of Bigfoot.
You notice he came down very hard on that left front wheel, and that's the area that they're looking at.
I'll tell you, Andy Bret's the driver in the uniform saying, I can't make this run. Bob Chandler shaking his head and walking away. Obviously, the man who created Bigfoot is upset, and we've gotten word that they're bringing Dale Boucher and the AMPM Rocket Chevy back into this final round as the quickest loser from the semis. He'll take on the new rookie kid.
That's right. The brake rule is in effect, so that means that Dale Boucher gets back into the program because of Bigfoot braking.
What a disappointment for Bob Chandler. The machine was running 2 seconds quicker than its nearest opponent. Rob Morris now has to look at a possibility of a first-ever national event title. So does this kid. Neither one of these guys has ever won in the U.S. Hobbit Association Camel National event.
Well, the crowd is on their feet. This is the final in the Monster Truck Division, and this ought to be a good one.
Ford and Chevrolet, two rookies looking at their first bit of national fame.
Here we go. Dale Boucher up, and over, brings it down hard.
So does the Rob Morris-driven four-wheel Crazy, and this is going to be a battle. Look at this.
Around the last time, and it's the four-wheel Crazy.
Unbelievable. Look at the fist out the window. The crowd is stunned. In his first event ever with a brand new truck, Rob Morris reaches the national limelight with a win at one of the biggest U.S. Hobbit Association camel events in the country.
Oh, is he happy? He is thrilled to death on this one. Takes off his next race, and the crowd is going wild.
The crowd is behind him all the way.
Let's take a look at Rob Morris on his first jump. Great jump.
It's hard to believe that a brand new driver and a brand new truck can come away the winner at this event, but Jerry, that's basically what we saw. Rob Morris with a brand new vehicle out of Texas basically lived out a Cinderella fantasy here.
It certainly was, and it was a great afternoon. The fans are filing out of Anaheim Stadium nearly hoarse from cheering on their favorite monster truck. But coming up now, the standings. How does that affect the national standings after this afternoon?
Well, the U.S. Hobbit Association Camel World Championship Series has already proven to be a dogfight even in the early going. But this weekend, we did see a few changes.
Well, Bigfoot holds on to the #1 spot.
Certainly not by much. Based on the performances earlier in the year by Excalibur and Chuck Hawkins, Rob Fuchs First Blood, they're hanging on to second and 2. But look where Rob Morris and the four-wheel Crazy moves into the field in the #4 standings in the $100,000 World Championship Tour.
That's right. Taurus will hold down the number 6, Predator number 7, and the AM/PM Rocket and Boss with 9 and 10.
So even Alan Turo with Hercules moved up into the top 10 in his $100,000 World Championship chase. All those drivers doing a tremendous job moving up. And speaking of coming up, National Super Modified standings are next.